The Kremlin has played down talk of an imminent summit between Putin and Zelensky as Donald Trump renewed his call for the two leaders to meet to discuss ending the current war in Ukraine. The push for a bilateral meeting comes after the US president met Putin in Alaska last week and also welcomed 7 European leaders and Zelensky to the White House on Monday. Trump has admitted that this war was a tough one to solve and conceded that it was possible that the Russian president was not interested in ending hostilities. Putin, meanwhile, on Monday told Trump he was open to the idea of direct talks with Ukraine, but the next day, Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov watered down that already vague commitment. We have reactions from the US president lined up for you, followed by the latest remarks from the White House. Listen in.
It was just a no-no. It was something that was never going to happen. So they asked for it, and they shouldn't have asked for it because it was, very insulting thing. Now, they could have asked for many other things. But the other thing they wanted to do is getting Crimea back, and, that was given. They had built, they were expanding everything and spending a lot of money. All because Barack Hussein Obama gave it away in one of the dumbest real estate deals I've ever seen.
But Mr. President, you got the Article 5 protections, though, for Ukraine. So they're not going to be a part of NATO, but you still got them the same protections.
So they're not going to be a part of NATO, but we've got the European nations, and they'll front-load it, and they'll have some of them, France and Germany, a couple of them, UK. They want to have, boots on the ground. Not in. I don't think it's going to be a problem, to be honest with you. I think Putin is tired of it. I think they're all tired of it. But you never know. We're going to find out about President Putin in the next couple of weeks, that I can tell you. And we're going to see where it all goes. It's possible that he doesn't want to make a deal.
What kind of assurances do you feel like you have that going forward and, past this Trump administration, it won't be American boots on the ground defending that border?
Well, you have my assurance, I'm president, and I'm just trying to stop people from being killed, Charlie. Look, they're losing from 5,000 to 7,000 people a week in that ridiculous war that should have never happened.
The Kremlin seemed to indicate that Putin did not firmly agree to a bilateral. Did he agree to have a sit-down with just Zelensky on the phone?
I can assure you that the United States government and the Trump administration is working with both Russia and Ukraine to make that bilateral happen as we speak.
I understand that the White House is working and allies are working to make this meeting happen, but did Putin promise to do a meeting with Zelensky, a direct meeting, in the coming weeks?
He has, and I just answered that question for you. Franco.
For further clarity, we have with us senior editor, Foreign Affairs magazine, Daniel Block. Daniel, glad to have you back on NDTV. Trump has admitted the war was a tough one to solve. He's conceded it's possible that Putin was not interested in ending hostilities. Despite this, is there still any sense of optimism regarding a three-way summit and for long-lasting peace in Ukraine as we speak?
I would say no. There's not a lot of optimism within Washington among foreign policy elites. The sense is that the various parties are simply way too far apart. Putin, for the most part, maybe ever, I'd have to double check, won't even say Zelensky's name. So there's no real reason to think that he will sit down with Zelensky to negotiate some kind of agreement or, if he were willing to do that, to negotiate one that's in good faith.